Tonight, we're going to talk about why money will not fix you if your system is broken. Let's recap where we left off. We took the first step yesterday by making the decision to get rich. Second, we identified that overthinking is a problem. Third, we agreed to do away with all negative self talk. But after that first lesson, I realized something even deeper. The most important person I got to learn to communicate with is my mind. And in order to calm my mind, I had to communicate with it in a way to change its perception. That's when I told myself these exact words. The more relaxed I am, the more money I make. The more money I make, the more relaxed I become. That's the new mental perception because who wants to struggle and overthink on top of everything else? Hustling harder, grinding more, and forcing outcomes isn't the way. Therefore, I've decided to completely relax and just let everything flow. Everybody got the same choice to make today. Are you going to continue to complain and operate in lack, or are you going to wake up and say, thank you, God, for my health, use of my arms, and full operation of my limbs? Thank you for the air I'm breathing this morning. I'm grateful to be of service, operate in my purpose, help people, heal people, fix broken mindsets, and give back to the world what you're giving to me. I'm not worried about nothing but what I should be worried about. And that's leaving the world a better place than it was when I got here. I'm locking in and I'm ready to create the reality I desire to live and deserve. Do you see the difference in starting your day like that versus thinking once you get money, you'll just finally be able to relax? That's backwards. That's why in today's video, we're going to fix that by fixing your perspective. First off, you got to relax because if your system is broken and you're still operating from fear, stress, fight or flight, money is not going to fix you. It's simply going to amplify what's already inside of you. If you're anxious without money, you're going to be anxious with money. If you're insecure without money, you're going to be insecure with it, but it'll be masked as fake confidence. You know you're still empty inside and fighting the same demons with the same bad habits. It'll just be on a larger scale. What I'm telling you is money is not the problem and it's not the solution. Money is nothing more than a mirror that magnifies. It reflects who you are. If you're broken inside, money just shows you a bigger version of that brokenness. You have to be kind to yourself way before the universe gives these things to you. This is the only way for you to be whole and fulfilled in your life. That's why when you see people with millions of dollars and they're still miserable, still feeling empty, folks that have everything they wanted in life, but they're still losing sleep at night, all of this is because they never fixed their system. They're still messed up, still broken on the inside, and they just stacked a bunch of bread on top of a broken foundation. It looks good from the outside, but everything that glitters isn't gold. Eventually, it all collapses or falls apart. That's why you see people that hit the lottery last year and they right back broke this year. That true reflection of yourself is always going to come back to you like a boomerang. So be careful how you treat yourself. Be careful how you treat people because you never know who you're going to need. Money will give you a complete false perception of yourself, and egos die every day. Be mindful of the people that had your back when you didn't have a cup to piss in and a window to throw it out of. They are the ones that made sure you ate, kept a roof over your head, showed you love when everybody else ran out on you. When the money left, other people left with it. So don't stop being solid when you get a couple bucks in your pocket. Take care of those that took care of you because that's mandatory. People are too quick to forget who held them down when they weren't up. Don't be that person. But anyway, before we continue to talk any more about money, wealth, or riches, we got to talk more about this nervous system, your emotional state, the relationship that you have with yourself. Because if it's not right, nothing else we talk about here today even matters. This is what I realized after the last lesson. Our next step has to be facing our lions, because that lion symbolizes the fear that's keeping you from your wealth. And with a calm mind, we have to change that relationship with ourselves. But the only way to do that is to remove the block. And that block is emotional. It's not logical or rational. It's emotional. You gotta You've attached your emotions to struggle, to stress, to the belief that life is hard and you gotta struggle and fight for everything. As long as that's your emotional state, that's gonna be your current frequency, and you're basically sabotaging yourself. Money doesn't flow to that frequency. Get rid of the struggle mindset and you will see what flows once you change your perception. You'll eventually experience three new things once you get rid of all the garbage. You're going to experience peace, abundance, and endless wealth. You have to cancel the idea of struggling altogether. It's nothing more than a high frequency repellent. You already know what doesn't work, so open yourself up to doing something new. This is a mandatory move I'm talking about tonight. Right here, right now, I want you to detach from struggle and attach to ease. And the way you do that is by becoming the person who already has everything you want and feels how you want to feel daily. Don't wait until tomorrow. You can do that right now. In your mind, you got to live like you're the person on the other side of that wall that's standing behind that line. And once you start acting like the person who has everything you desire, you got to learn to become one with him. And when you do that, that's when you're going to begin to win. Ask yourself, how does he or she think? The version of me that's already rich, already at peace, already living the life I want. How does he think? What is his emotional state like? Is he stressed? No. Worried? No. Is he calm? Yes. Is he relaxed? Yes. Does he believe in the struggle complex? No. Everything comes to him easily. Doesn't matter what's going on around him. He's unbothered. He's solution based. Money comes to him in his sleep. His system works harder for him than he works for his system. He's a mastermind. He has the wisdom of Solomon. He's seasoned. People around the world love his energy. His frequency is high. He's learned to elevate like an eagle that just flies higher when obstacles try to pull him down. He loves helping people elevate because he's already elevated. His system works. It's almost like you're hypnotizing yourself. And after you have identified all these qualities, surrender to that higher self. Bring him into the present. Why wait to be that person tomorrow if you can be them today? So you have to become him, them. Not just physically, but mentally. Start thinking like him, moving like him, breathing like him. And when you do that, when you merge with the version of yourself that's already everything you want to be, the gap closes. You stop chasing and start being. And once you start being, that's the frequency that attracts. This is where I need you to really listen to what I'm about to say. Fixing your system means removing the struggle complex completely. And any lion blocking you from what you desire out of life. God did not give you a spirit of fear. This is where we become fearless. Not reckless, but strategic and fearless. Because there's a difference. Reckless means you moving without any train of thought. Fearless means that we're moving on what we believe to be true, no matter what your present reality says. It's an illusion. That's exactly why we're about to get delusional and intentional about everything we desire from this moment on. We will handle obstacles like this, acknowledge them, look them in the eye, and walk past it anyway. Because the lion is not real. It's just a projection of your mind trying to keep you safe. But safe, that's not where growth happens. Safe is where you stay unhappy, where you build resentment. Therefore, you have to face the lion. And when you do, when you walk toward it instead of running from it, that's when you're going to realize it was never there. It was just fear trying to brainwash you into betraying yourself again. Our mindset from this day forth is to break through all of these illusions. I'm declaring that it's already done and that you are already free. You got this. And I just want to be clear on our goals. Goal 1, calm your mind. Goal 2, detach from the struggle. Goal 3, become the person who already has it. Not tomorrow, today. Real wealth goes beyond money. Money does not define you, you define you. Instead of you constantly wanting it, be the person that makes money want to chase them. Change the game. It's not for everybody. A lot of people will do nothing and choose to remain the same. I'm not talking to them right now. I'm talking to the people watching this to the very end that are ready to get active right now. The choice is yours. It's totally on you. Stop worrying and start winning. Attach your emotions to the right thing in order to be on the right frequency. One step at a time, one decision at a time, one day at a time. Think in a certain way. Move in a certain way. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Lose that slave mentality because it's no longer serving you. You deserve everything great out of life, and I'm happy for you. Congrats in advance if you took a step forward today. Grab your own copy of The Science of Getting Rich in the description. If anything I said helped or made sense to you to advance your life more today than it was yesterday, click the link to buy me a coffee. I'd appreciate it. Every donation is appreciated. Like and subscribe. And as always, we're going to end it the same way we always do. All gas, no brakes. Lock in. Peace.